A lot of drivers to look out for here in this one as we get set to take the green flag. And we're racing here in 206 Senior. A good start by that inside line, but a better one, I think, for the outside. McKeithen going to have a good run into the S's. Not close enough to challenge his teammate, and those two Coyotes have been known for working very, very well together throughout the years. And again, they're at the front of the pack. Jensen Harrow, they're losing a spot to Kelvin Zing, who's looking to get through, as well as Reagan Seville making up some couple of spots there on the outside for Reagan Seville, and a relatively clean start for the majority of the field. Samuel Young goes around. Sam Toe off the racetrack. Ruzic able to go through. Another one of the TB carts off the racetrack as well. But we continue to go forward. Another driver around. Shelby Ramirez almost up and over, especially for Josie Chambers, right? He's been one of the drivers that kind of took the fight to them as well. Bowden Barnwell as well has been super quick, I believe, as well from the Midwest. As well, and you have guys, obviously, you know, your normal 206 Senior guys like Reagan Seville, like your Bryce Franks and your Kelvin Zings as well, who are working their way through the field right now. But it's just a lot, right? You have a lot of battling here. McKeithen and Overbeck as well going side by side further up the field, and again, they just continue to battle as this race goes on.
It's super cold out. It's been misting, so the track's never been able to dry off. So, you know, a lot of guys have asked me, hey, should I go out on slicks or should I stay on grains? And if it was sunny, I'd say go out on slicks, because at the end of the race, you're going to be hauling butt. But right now, there's no chance the track dries off anytime soon.
Yeah, not anytime soon. A lot of drivers are fighting. Rafael Cross got sent to the wayside there for a second. One driver actually around on the back straightaway. That's the 644 there. Put a name on that number as well. But Aiden Stone, unfortunately, around and facing the wrong way. They're on the back straightaway, and just an unfortunate event there. Sawyer Roussel looking on the inside of Carter Kilgo, looking to make a move. These drivers are just on the edge of the top 10. Yeah, unfortunately for Cameron, actually just got the meatball flag like you mentioned there. That rear bumper came dislodged, so unfortunate for her. That's going to be at the end of her race, and a couple of others as well trying to work their way through. Reagan Seville is definitely closing down that gap for the lead of this race, and again, these two boys have worked flawlessly together all weekend long, and I think that's one of the keys to victory, especially in this 206 race, in this 206 class, especially here in Texas. Finding a partner, finding somebody to work with. For Seville, he has nobody up there with him, but you see how aggressively he's kind of leaning on his GFC.
Yeah, it's kind of taunting him with the wave there, trying to tell him that he's coming. But yeah, like you said, Reagan's one of those taller drivers, so that's why you see him so fast in the rain here, in the wet, being able to manipulate that weight. And maybe went a little wide there, because then they become way more comfortable with the handling of their go-kart. Now you see Reagan go for a double move on the inside.
Goodness, what a move by Reagan Seville to try and take the lead of this race. That was, I think, one of the wildest move attempts that we've seen, but almost made it stick, and that's exactly what you have to do when you're racing two Coyotes that are just as fast as each other. You need to split them up, and Seville has just done that. And with that, Josie Chambers is looking a lot closer, I think, this lap than he has before, but our pylon here on the left-hand side of your screen, we need to refresh that here as well. But Seville is up to second now. Josie Chambers is up to fourth, and he's closing down his gap. But this is exactly what we need to do. When you have two teammates working together as flawlessly as they were, to get there in between them is the biggest thing. And Seville looked like he got hooked on the rear bumper there of McKeithen. He's going to lose a spot. Looking to go back in on James Overbeck, and again, splitting them up, keeping them separate, and Josie Chambers, a new variable here into the mix.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing by, you know, taking control of the situation, because once the teammates get hooked up and have a bit of a gap, it's, you know, tricky for Reagan to get back to him. But as you see, Overbeck goes to try and make the pass. Reagan tries to over-under, but can't make it stick. So Overbeck moves up a position. Here comes Josie, like you said. Hopefully Reagan and Josie can work together to get by these guys.
Overbeck looking for a move on his teammate in McKeithen, wanting to switch it up a little bit. James going to go to the lead. Christopher looking for an over-under. And here comes Reagan Seville and Josie Chambers. We'll see how this race continues to go forward. Chambers, two kids local to the Houston area, and then one kid out of North Carolina and the other out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
You can look to see Reagan going by. Yep, there you go. Just a push from Josie. Here they go on the inside. Should be a relatively easy pass. They don't want to battle too much and let Overbeck get ahead. So here goes Reagan to the inside. Oh, almost gets it to Overbeck, but holds on to it.
Reagan's been very deep on the brakes, and issues for James Overbeck. Something's gone wrong on that Coyote machine. He's out of this race. Able to keep going, but something a miss there on the Coyote machine. I wonder if he's going to dive into the pits. He's able to keep going, but this race, the top three has changed. Josie Chambers is up there now looking for an over-under, has not become a champion in the senior ranks yet. Christopher McKeithen, now your new leader. And Reagan Seville wanted to stop the fighting with Josie Chambers, wants to be in second. It's almost like, hey, let me lead it, but don't pass me. And then when it's the other way around, it's just, we're racers at the end of the day and want to go out there and lead.
As you can see, gets a defensive move from first position. Looks to the inside. Here comes Josie Chambers. Let's see if he can make it stick. Makes it stick. Here comes Reagan.
Oh, McKeithen on into the grass as well. Both of the Coyotes off the racetrack in the same bit of real estate, and now you have two of the local kids fighting for the win of this race. Josie Chambers, Reagan Seville in the lead of this race, and Christopher McKeithen, I think, going to fall under fire here shortly as well.
His first senior race, so. Here goes Reagan on the inside of Josie. They're trying to communicate to each other.
And I think Reagan trying to bargain here with Josie Chambers, telling to just back off just a little bit. And these two are going to go at it here. We're going to get 3 laps to go, I think. This next time around, 2 laps to go, actually, with a white flag in the air. A championship that came so close last year. And for Josie, still looking for his maiden senior regional race victory here this weekend. They shared a lot of battles in junior, both of them together. Championships as well that were very hard fought. And I think for now, Reagan's looking very, very strong as we go to the last half of the lap here.
Yeah, Josie's just missing a little bit in those double rights leading onto the straightaway, but we'll see if he can close up any going through the second part of the track. They're both driving really well, and like we said, Reagan's had a ton of speed this race, and they're both deserving drivers and really good people as well.
Well, here you have the last couple of corners here for Reagan Seville. Again, a championship that slipped out of his hands at the end of the year. He started off the year perfectly at NOLA with a race victory to his name in what was a great debut season here in the senior ranks, and it's honestly a great, debut to his sophomore season as well. Last couple of corners here for Reagan. He's starting to look to the fence line. It's been a lot of hard work to get back to this point for the Trackside Karting Services GFC team. It was a hard CKNA Nationals, and says he's here to stay. Reagan Seville, your winner in Houston. Josie Chambers across the line in second. Third for Christopher McKeithen. Jackson Young coming across the line in fourth. Kelvin Zing, Shane Reddy. And you talk about the Coyote boys and a race that kind of fell out of their hands. Overbeck with an issue. McKeithen with one as well. So unfortunate for the two of them.